So it's the Battle of the Birds. We are here in the lounge. It's another Monday night. I'm Steve.
I'm Bob.
This is the lounge. We're the Bourbon Brothers. And it's the Battle of the Birds. Literally, the Battle of the Birds. We'll be looking at, tasting, and discussing a couple of birds. Bob's even got the birds on the bat on his head.
There you go.
So the birds we're going to be talking about, one of which is Wild Turkey, a Wild Turkey brand, and the other one is from a distillery that we probably mentioned before called Glens Creek. It's called Flippin the Bird. We'll get into that later.
It's got a good story.
Yeah. But we'll let Bob lead off with the turkey bird.
All right.
Oh, I guess I could gobble at this one.
You could. You give a good gobble?
Instead of cockle-doodle-doo, I
Indeed.
can go, 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 go.
That's really not too bad.
I know.
All right. All right, so tonight we have Wild Turkey Private Selection Single Barrel Straight Bourbon Whiskey. So this is a limited release. As we talked about, whenever we go into distilleries, we always ask, what can we buy here that we can't buy anywhere else? Well, at Wild Turkey, this was one of the ones that they said would fit that criteria. So, this has a mash bill of 75% corn, 13% rye, and 12% malted barley.
I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt you for a second.
That's great. I think, yes, go ahead.
I know it's not out of the ordinary, but
Indeed.
isn't this the coolest lighter? I mean, Bob won this actually at a cigar bar in Branson, Missouri. It's a paint can.
A paint can
That's also a
cigar lighter.
Isn't that cool?
That's, you don't see that every day.
No. I'm so glad we kept that.
I too. Are you wanting any of this, or should I
I'd
just?
love to have a taste.
Okay. I wasn't sure. There you are, sir.
Thank you so much.
All right, so 101 proof. There. Nose should be sweet honeysuckle. No, I'm sorry, sweet honey buns. Big difference there between honeysuckle and honey buns. Sweet honey buns, brown sugar, baking spice, cinnamon, toasted almonds, and oak.
And that's all on the nose?
That is supposedly all in the nose. Let's see how many of those you can pull out on that one. Brown sugar, yes, that's pretty prominent, as is the cinnamon.
Well, the baking spices, they're always easy to pull out.
Mm-hmm. And I grew up eating these sweet honey buns. I love those. Ate way too many of those for breakfast growing up. The honey buns that I ate as a kid, though, did not smell like this.
I do get the baking spices. I don't know that I'm smelling sweet honey buns. Did you say almond?
Toasted almonds.
Maybe I'm getting that.
So flavor profile, molasses, vanilla, hints of citrus zest, and black tea. Finishing with caramel, wood sugars, and fleeting spices. So you should just get like a little hint of the spice on the finish.
Fleeting spices.
Fleeting.
Okay.
Yes. Not lingering,
Fleeting.
but fleeting.
Well, you know, I don't know that the notes are matching up with what I'm getting, but I do think it's
Quite tasty.
tasty. Yes.
Yeah. I'm picking up the molasses, the vanilla. Those are usually kind of a little bit easier to pick up on. The black tea. What are wood sugars? I don't even know what a wood sugar is, much less be able to taste it.
If you know what the wood sugars are, please
Let
leave
us
a
know.
comment.
I guess I should do a little more research to know that before
Into
we.
wood sugars.
Yes. But I did not.
You failed on the wood sugars.
I failed on getting down into the rabbit hole of wood sugars.
Yeah.
But that said, molasses, vanilla, yes. Caramel, yes. Not sure about the others. But
Definitely on the molasses and the caramel.
very nice sipper at a little over 100 proof.
Fleeting spice. Okay.
Is it fleeting for you?
For me, it lingers just a tad.
Ah,
It's not so fleeting.
okay.
But, I mean, I'm not gonna take points away because it's lingering.
Well, yeah, versus fleeting.
Yes.
I'm not sure the exact difference between the two, but
There's no point deduction there.
no.
Like we were scoring.
Like we do points.
We were scoring.
Ah,
I know Blender wants us to score them.
I know he does. We don't give a point value score because I'm not sure if someone asks me what's the difference between a 7.4 and a 7.8. Other than the folks will say, well, that's 0.4 difference. But flavor-wise, I don't know.
It's
That's
all-
getting too technical.
It's also subjective too. I mean,
Yes.
what one guy tastes, another guy probably isn't going to taste. Maybe they'll have similar flavors between the two of them, but I mean,
Yeah.
for me, a point system is kind of ludicrous because it doesn't reflect on the true value of the whiskey that you're
Yeah.
tasting.
Right. Cigars, you have people out there giving them point values, wines, et cetera, but you can have 5 different people smoke the same cigar and give 5 different ratings for it. All about the palate. And speaking of cigars, tonight
Speaking of which,
we have the Gurkah Legend Churchill. Medium to full body. Has a Dominican filler. African Cameroon binder with a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper. So,
these are excellent cigars.
these are good cigars.
I was just going to say before you started describing it that for me with cigars, I'm horrible with the flavors of the cigars. You know, you get the different descriptive flavors that you're supposed to get: the dark chocolate, the leather, espresso, butter, peppery-sweet with a creamy buttery finish.
Yeah. We have a long way before we get to the finish, but
Here's what I get.
yes.
I get
tobacco.
a very well-made cigar that smokes easy, it stays lit, and it tastes very good.
Mm-hmm.
Dark chocolate leather espresso.
Yeah. I would agree with you. Peppery sweet nuances. I could get a little bit of spice on the back end a little bit.
I'm
Yeah.
just starting to get a little better at pulling different flavors out of the bourbon.
Yes. Cigars, I agree, are much more difficult for me too.
And I've been drinking cigars. I've been smoking cigars a lot longer than I've been drinking bourbon.
It could be why you're having problems when you're drinking those
Should
cigars.
be drinking the cigars. And I have a hard time pulling those flavor profiles out of a cigar. It's just me.
Yep. No, I'm right there with you. All right. Are we ready for number 2? Because I'm very interested in your commentary on this upcoming bourbon, because I know this is one of your favorites.
But I'm really enjoying this.
Mm-hmm.
This is really very good. What's the proof on this? 111?
101.
101?
101.
Huh. Private selection single barrel. I highly recommend that.
It's a good one.
So Flippin the Bird.
Flippin the Bird.
So here's our story. We are at Castle and Key Distillery. We being myself, Bob, his wife Terry, and our good friend Tim. We just had a really, really cool experience at Castle and Key. Took the tour. We had been there previously and covered the whole grounds, and the grounds there are amazing. But we left there feeling very satisfied with the entire day to that point. And as we're driving up the road, we are going past this much smaller, what really used to be a part of the same distillery that Castle and Key is, but it had broken off during the downturn, and the downturn being the whiskey downturn. And so we went in, and they have this very small reception area. I'd say it was probably 6 or 8 feet by 12 feet, maybe. 3 or 4 shelves with maybe 10 bottles.
I don't know. I'm not sure if they had that many or not.
I say maybe 10 bottles.
Yeah.
And so a really nice girl behind the counter that was super helpful, super cute too. And I don't mean that just in appearance. I mean, she was cute in every way. Just the way she bantered with us and everything. We had a great time kind of kibitzing with her. But she initially brought this out, and this label, I don't want to spill it, this label was actually upside down on the bottle like that. And so we thought it was a mistake. We asked, and she said, no, here's the story. It initially began as, what was it called? Cuervito Vivo. Cuervito Vivo was the name of this bourbon previously. And what happened was Cuervo,
They didn't like that name.
Jose Cuervo, was not pleased that they used even a piece of their name in the name of this bourbon, so they were given a cease and desist.
That's right.
At which point they turned the label upside down and they called it Flippin the Bird. So that's where that came from. And basically what they say is previously known as Cuervito Vivo, Flippin the Bird is a testament to the distillery's innovation and the rich heritage of one of Kentucky's most iconic distilleries, a nod to Dr. James Crow, the bird being the crow. It has a 70% corn, 20% rye, 10% malted barley mash bill. It's 105.4 proof. We tasted it, and it was amongst many that we had tasted that day.
Many.
And it was one of those things where we went in, and in my mind I'm thinking, all right, I'm going to find the one that I like the best out of the tasting. I'm going to buy that one, and we're going to move on, which is exactly what we did. Didn't even open the bottle while we were still in Kentucky. Get home, and probably months went by, and I opened this bottle and poured myself a glass. I don't even know if anybody else was around. And I poured myself a glass, and when I tasted it, I was like, oh my God, my new favorite bourbon. And this stuff is it's just so good. The nose is toasted oak, tobacco, nutmeg, dried orange peel, herbal tea, and oak char. What do we know about oak char? I have a whole bag of it that I've never used. Say what?
That's good.
But if you can make it out, if you get out that way, I mean, by all means go to Castle and Key, but on the way back, you're going to drive right past Glens Creek Distillery. I would highly recommend stopping in there. Again, on the nose, you've got toasted oak, tobacco, nutmeg, dried orange peel, and herbal tea. Are you getting any of those?
Nutmeg and orange, definitely.
Oh, yeah. Such a different nose than that. The herbal tea, orange peel. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm biased, but it's just so good. Tasting notes: cola, raisin, macadamia nut, molasses, soft brown spice, and it finishes with charred oak and dark roast coffee. And that finish is like, you're gonna feel that in the back of your throat as it's sliding down when you're done. And I can tell you already, before I even take a sip, that all those things are going on. It's really complex, but it is super flavorful. Pardon me while I have a sip.
And for me, the cola is the first thing that I taste. Cola and molasses are the two that I pull out quite easily on this one.
I think, in all honesty, I wouldn't be able to sit down and pour myself a glass of this and say, oh, I'm tasting cola, raisin, macadamia nut, molasses, and soft brown spice right here in this glass. I don't think I'd ever be able to do that. But reading it off the tasting notes and then taking a sip of it, you can definitely pick up on those. Especially on the back end where it's going down, you definitely get the dark coffee.
So that may be what we need to do one time, is we get a couple of bourbons. We'll have somebody else put together the tasting notes for us.
And do tasting notes.
And we will taste, and we will see what flavors we pull out and see if anything matches.
Right. How big a fool am I?
Hey, indeed. But like we said, everybody's palate is different.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Gotta make sure.
Okay, so we're pitting this as a battle of the birds.
Battle of the Birds.
And for me, it's not even a battle.
And you see, that's kind of one of the things, too, because I know this is one of your favorites. So it would be very difficult to put a bourbon up against it, I think, that you would prefer over.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that Wild Turkey, I didn't want to stop drinking the Wild Turkey because it tasted so good.
It's really good.
And then, I'm sorry, 10 out of 10. If you're going to put a point on it, Blender, 10 out of 10 on Flippin the Bird. 8.9 out of 10 on the Wild Turkey. So it's
close.
It's close, but it was really no contest. Flippin the Bird is... What's your estimation? Wow.
Well, for me, I mean, the best one is this one right here.
Oh, I saw you kind of lean towards the turkey there for a second. You're trying to fool me, weren't you?
Now, Flippin the Bird, it's also one of my favorites too. It is a very good bourbon. I was nicely impressed with the Wild Turkey. I would put them a little closer if we were scoring. I would not go as high as a 10 out of 10 on the Flippin the Bird.
No.
It's very good.
I'm just ranking
Very
these
good.
two. I'm not ranking them on a broad
okay.
scale.
Okay, so you're not saying that over all the bourbons,
No,
this is like,
no,
okay, all right.
No, because if you
Okay.
gave me a glass of Pappy 17 year,
That would probably be
I kind of think
Yeah.
it might.
or the Bomber's
Oh,
that you had. So I mean, those would be in that 10 echelon. I would have a tough, and that's the thing. You start putting numbers and
Right.
trying to compare a bourbon you drank 2 years ago and gave a 9.
what kind of a ranking system can you possibly have? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm keeping a spreadsheet on all the bourbons that we're tasting,
Mhm.
and yes, we could go down that entire spreadsheet and put a number on every one of them. But at the end of the day, WGAF, you know, I mean, who cares what we think in a number ranking system?
Yeah.
But I think our main purpose and goal is to just get these in front of you guys, tell you what we think of them, just from a this tastes great point of view, or this tastes horrible point of view. And I know we haven't run across that yet,
True.
but it's going to happen. We probably won't be that harsh,
No.
but
No.
this Flippin the Bird is
It is.
top quality.
Yep. Yep. They're very
And
good. And I'm sure most of you have heard of Wild Turkey. I mean, the brand. But this is a bourbon that you may not have had.
This ain't your
from-
daddy's
from that
Wild
episode.
Turkey.
True. And my hunch is not very many of you have necessarily heard of Glenn's Creek or Flippin the Bird or the story behind it. So trying to bring out a little bit of the nuances of the bourbons and also some of the background stories to kind of put it all together for you.
I'm just glad that Glenn's Creek didn't make Flippin the Bird a short run,
Mm-hmm.
because they very well could have. I mean, I kind of expected you guys to come back and say,
Nah.
they're not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Thankfully they are.
And obviously, whenever we were there, the label didn't say Flipping the Bird. The label said that Cuervito Vivo.
Cuervito Vivo.
And so they had just taken the labels that they had made, turned them upside down, and nicknamed it Flippin the Bird. And then, of course, whenever they got through all of those labels, they created a brand new label with the name officially on it. So
Let my cigar go out.
there you go. Yeah, spray some paint on it there.
Paint this cigar with fire.
So in summary, two very good bourbons. Both close to that 100 proof. 100 proof of the 100 proof, because you had a 101 and what was 105?
Yeah, 105 and a half.
105, so both very close on that.
Both very tasty.
Yeah, very easy sippers.
Flippin the Bird is,
Again, a little more complex.
yes. Yeah, the complex flavors with Flippin the Bird are just outstanding. Can't go wrong with it. So, you tell us what you think. Get out there. Go to Glenn's Creek. Go to Wild Turkey. Go to Castle and Key. Check them out. See what you think. And let us know. Let us know if we're completely off the mark on what we're saying here or not. But until then, I'm Steve.
I'm Bob.
We're the Bourbon Brothers. This is The Lounge. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe,
Share, comment.
all the things.
Yeah. And in your comments, if you want to give us some suggestions of some bourbons that you would like to see on the show, let us know.
By all means, bring it up.
Because we're always looking for bourbons to try.
We'll do our best. But please try and keep them under 150 a bottle if you can.
Yeah.
Until then, we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.